Captain Kevin here. If you guys haven't figured that out by now, check the top right corner of the video window, and also check by the bottom left corner below the video window. Anyway, just gonna kind of give you a crash course as to. I don't think I should be using the words crash course in a trucking demonstration. That doesn't sound good. Anyway, just kind of quick overview as to the screen that we're looking at here now. Starting with the top right, obviously, you've got myself, level 25, which apparently is instructor. Driven distance is basically, how far I've driven altogether, and the rating is based off your skills. So we'll go look at the skills first, and as you can see, 3 of these are maxed out. You've got the high value cargo. There's fragile. Must be Italian. Anyway, we're talking about like stuff like glass, electronics, machinery, and that stuff. Just-in-time deliveries, stuff like important loads, urgent deliveries. So if we go to the freight market, and we'll do that later. Fuel economy, I just started doing that. As I understood it, you don't want to be putting your points on fuel economy if you don't have your own truck yet, because you're just wasting your skill points if you do that. It's an entirely different situation if you have your own truck, in which case I do. Or in this case, rather. Improper grammar. Long distance, like I said, right now I can only do up to 1,600 miles, but considering we're only dealing with 3 states here, there's no logic in going up to being able to do 2,500 miles. And then the hazmat, self-explanatory. So those are basically the skill points, and that's what the rating up here is based off of. Let's see, my name, apparently I'm skilled enough to be an instructor. Interesting. Level 25, that much experience. Progress history, we can pretty much trace back to day 1. So you can kind of see how far I've gotten. The ones that go up fairly sharp, it's just a matter of, well, I guess it tells you what loads you've done. See, like stuff like this, I gained like 1,000 some odd experience. That's why it goes up so sharply. The other ones, this was a combination of long distance and, high value cargo, because we're talking about cars. I imagine it probably falls under the other one as well. These short ones, you don't really get a whole lot of points, and I think I was just doing it for the sake of getting stuff done, or I was trying to discover areas or something, so not really so much trying to build up my skills. I mean, if I was really trying to build up my skills, I could. So, there were a couple of goals that we had accomplished. There were a total of 21 of them, of which delivering to Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport was the last one I had to do, so I'm already done with all the goals. I'm sure once they come out with new states, they're going to have more goals. At the bottom, you can see how much experience I have versus how much I needed to get to level 26. Total distance driven, driven distance on duty, and then free roam distance. Free roam distance is just anytime you're driving around, bobtailing around, whether it be to find another load or you're just driving around exploring. That still counts under free roam. Roads explored 91.87. I've done 132 deliveries. I have not canceled a single delivery. There is a penalty if you do that. Apparently, in the game, I've been driving around for 61 days and 7 hours. And, apparently I've been running this thing for 58 hours and 39 minutes. By the way, I shut the music off just so you guys could actually hear me, because when I went through the previous videos, I discovered the music was so loud you could not actually hear me. So anyway, now we go down to the truck. It's Kenworth T680 high-rise sleeper as opposed to the mid-roof. This is Jenna, or I guess virtual Jenna would be more accurate, because Jenna is sitting at the terminal waiting for me to come back. Anyway, so she's been rolling for a distance of 20,340 miles. That's just me driving her around since I got her, and then the fuel remaining, I pretty much just filled her up just a while ago, so apparently I can go that far, almost 1,900 miles, although that's probably bobtailing. Once I have a trailer, that's going to change. Damage, 9%, but if we go to diagnostics, it's just typical wear and tear, mostly on the wheels and tires. So, and on the left, it kind of tells you what we got. T680, 6x4, high-rise sleeper, left-hand drive, as opposed to, you know, driving from the right side, which would be more like the UK. So, engine power, 550 horsepower. She's got the Cummins ISX-15. Engine torque, 1850 foot-pounds at 1200. Gearbox, Eaton Fuller 10-speed. I did my best to replicate real Jenna to the best of my abilities. You can notice the nose mirrors kind of got the chrome. They didn't have the ones with just the plastic only, so couldn't really do anything about that. So then, cabin adjustments, that kind of allows you to adjust your mirrors, your seat. We're not going to do that, but and then new upgrades. Well, I'm not really going to look right now. Then you got truck dealers, that's self-explanatory. Now we go to the bottom, company status. Apparently I've decided to name this Air Kevin Cargo. Okay. Right now I've got $52,641. Only one garage for now, but 5 trucks and 5 drivers. So for the past 7 days I've made that much. So now we go to the company manager. First, I'll go to the. We'll run through this one at a time. So you'll see in general on the left side, it tells me how many garages I have, which I only have one. I don't have enough money to get a second one unless I really wanted to take a bank loan, which I kind of don't. I personally don't have any sense of urgency to do that, so I'm not going to do it. So garage slots available, 5. I have this one's a large garage, and the max you can have is 5. So cost of upgrading to a small garage is $180,000. Now basically, you get a garage, you only have 1 slot. You upgrade, spend $180,000, you get another 2. And upgrade to a large one, you spend $100,000, get another 2. So you can have either 1, 3, or 5 available slots. Average garage productivity, 100%. That's a good sign. Profit for the last 7 days, $261,000. Average daily is 37. And so this list would show you all the garages you have. I only have one that's in Los Angeles. So we click on it, and you will see There's 5 trucks, 5 drivers, so all my trucks are rolling, which is good. We're at 100%, so realistically speaking, we're making like 416, close to $417,000. But you got to factor in truck maintenance, drivers got to get paid, and then fuel for the trucks. So your net profit's going to be that much, and then you can kind of see the where the trucks are, and then who's driving them. So then now we go over to the truck manager. The left side gives you the same information. So let's see, if we go to my truck, there's the VIN. Don't ever say VIN number, because that would essentially mean vehicle identification number. That's like you wouldn't say PIN number. People do it. It's rather irritating, because that's personal identification number. Or DEF fluid. Diesel exhaust fluid. Though it's kind of ironic when FedEx trucks say FedEx Express, because Federal Express. At that point, they might as well shorten to FedExX. But that would be Federal. Then their truck would probably say FedExX Express, which would be Federal Express. This is going to keep going on. Whatever. So, so kind of gives you more or less the same information as the other screen. Status on the road. Well, current freight. We don't have any because I just delivered a load. Now, relocating would be putting it at a different garage, which I can't do because I don't have anywhere to put it. I only have one garage. That'd be if I had a second garage, I could transfer it to a different garage, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to give Jenna up so easily. I could sell her. I'm not going to. I can upgrade her, but it doesn't give me the option to drive her because I'm already driving her. So, upgrades, I can't do anything from this menu. That only works if I'm upgrading any of these other 4 trucks I'm not driving. But if I am driving the truck, they expect me to go to a shop to do whatever upgrades if I plan on doing upgrades. So in any case, driven distance on job / idle. So I've been on duty for 17,988. I apparently bobtail for 2,300 miles for a total distance of 20,289. That's not right. What? 20,003. Do you know what? This has not been updated. Apparently, this statistics are a little bit behind. This should go up, the on distance on job. In the last 7 days, which is probably not accurate either. So average profit per distance. So basically, I'd be making about $26.18 per mile. And depending on what it is I'm trying to accomplish, if I'm really trying to make money, then I can get pretty picky about that factor. Average profit per day, 31,000 some odd dollars. So who's driving? Me. Status, roaming. I'm not on duty. That's why. Driver's rating. This kind of rehashes some of the basic information. Then let's go to this truck. This truck's got 10,000 miles. Making that much money. Then there's that one. that one, and that one. So now let's go to the drivers. So first, let's start off with me. Base wage. Apparently, I am getting paid $375 per delivery plus $15.09 per mile. Okay, I guess I'm paying myself that much. Rating 5.8, we kind of went over that already. Training policy, it's just basically these skill points. It's not showing up on my end because it's just for me to do it on for myself. It's going to be on the other page. I wouldn't do it from here. Show logs, it's not letting me do that. Relocate, oh, I'm not going to do that. Dismiss, it's not letting me do that because I don't think I can fire myself. Status roaming, so nothing else is going to show up because I don't have a load. I'm not under a load right now. So average profit per distance, we kind of went over that already. Oh, you know why it's showing up? That's showing up on both pages because this is just for the truck. Now, suppose someone else were to drive this truck. Now that information is going to be a little different. By the way, you can see an order. It's just a lucky coincidence that the driven distance goes from the most driving to least. But then again, see, training policy, I'm trying to get her to do high value cargo, which is basically this one over here. She's only got one bar. She was the first one I hired, so she's getting 180 per delivery plus 852 per mile. Her rating's at 2.5. I don't want to touch the long distance. If you click here, I can do balance, which is basically every time she levels up, which I don't know when that takes place. It seems kind of random. Balance would be, kind of balancing it out, or I could just limit it to one thing, which is generally what I try to do. I don't want to max out the long distance, and I'll show you why in a little bit. I'll show you now because I can show logs. Okay, that plan backfired. Well, as you can see, she's done something productive, so that's the only problem with these drivers is that they're based out of Los Angeles, so they'll start in Los Angeles at the garage, go somewhere and come right back. For whatever reason, they don't understand the concept of over-the-road driving. Or as with me, I just go wherever. So that said, here you can see her status. She's on duty, but she stopped to do her 10-hour break. She's hauling household appliances from San Francisco to Los Angeles. It tells you where she, like the shipper and receiver information and how long it'll take to finish, and her average profits per distance, average profits per day. So she's actually getting better, so that's always a good sign. She was the first one I hired, which is a while back. Admittedly, I hadn't had much time to really run the simulator, so when I did this, I have no idea. This one kind of looks like she's not wearing a shirt. The only reason she had hazmat was when I hired her, she already had hazmat. I did not ask her to do that. So I'll show you the recruiting agency a little bit so it'll make more sense. So there's her information. She's hauling sand. Huh, okay. If I show logs, say this is blank. She's got one that's blank, meaning that from Tucson back to Los Angeles, she actually bobtailed all the way back. I am not impressed. That's part of the reason why I'm limiting the long distance driving for them. Because if they're bobtailing back, I'm losing money. Because, you know, fuel, maintenance costs. So, this one, she came with one long distance. If I go show logs, yeah, she came empty once too. So, usually it's the return trip that, if any of them is going to be empty, it's going to be the return trip. She just got hired not too long ago. I want to say like yesterday. Of course, I've been running this thing for I don't know how many hours. So, you know, over time, you know, it's going to go up. This one came in with fuel economy. So, and one long distance, I think. I'm trying to get her up some of these first. So, if you go show logs, she only did one run. So, I wasn't kidding when I said I just hired her. Like, this is only her first trip. Well, she's on her second trip now, so, yeah, so that's pretty much that. So then we go to the recruitment agency, and on the map it shows us all the recruitment agencies we've discovered, which is practically every single one except for apparently this one. That might be the one in Ukiah, actually, because we just discovered Ukiah yesterday, but we only passed through. We didn't have time to actually stop, so if we want to hire someone, you don't have any slots available. Yeah, I know. I'm like, are you going to let me demonstrate? Okay, so, yeah, I'm not hiring anybody. I can't. I don't have any place to put them, but the recruitment agency is charged like $1,200, but basically you'll see who's available, their rating, and what they're asking for to start. As they keep going, they're only going to get their pay is going to go higher, so I've got to take that into account. As you can see, this guy Henry, he already has 2 of the long distance ones. This guy, I can't pronounce his name, same thing. Marcel, he came with a hazmat and this one. Same with this guy. There's only like 3 pages of this so. And this guy came with that. That and fuel economy. Toby came with a hazmat, a long distance, and a fuel economy. So, I had actually thought about hiring her earlier. I didn't. I wonder why I did that. I would have thought it was because she was asking for a lot of money, but no, this one wasn't originally asking for that much money. Let me see something here. Yeah, I know. Well, that theory, she was asking for more money earlier, I know that much. But yeah, so that's the recruitment agency. So that kind of gives you an overview as to how the company here works. So this is Captain Kevin. Thanks for watching. Good day. Alright, real fast. I kind of forgot that I was going to do this, but if you go to job market, you have three options. You got the freight market, you got the quick job, you got the external contract. Now, if you don't own a truck, you can only do the quick jobs. Here, let me do this. Like I was saying before, you have freight market, you have quick jobs, you have external contracts. The external contracts is new, so let's see. Complete World of Trucks delivery contracts using your own equipment. Record of these deliveries is stored to your World of Trucks profile, so you have to. This is basically all online. It's a World of Trucks, you know, basically American Truck Simulator, Euro Truck Simulator. They're going to be coming out with more truck simulators eventually, just a matter of when. But the quick, if you don't own a truck, it seems like the only one you can do is the quick jobs. I don't think you can do external contracts. I know for a fact you can't do freight market. So if you go to the quick jobs, you'll see, you know, what jobs you can do and what trucks you can drive. 680 mid-roof, W900, T680 day cab. It goes by trucks. Now if you go to the freight market, it shows you the trailer. It's not going to show you the truck because you're driving your own truck. So basically it'll show you what trailer looks like. You can organize it by price. So this one you make more money. But you also have to check the price per distance. Because if we go back to the price, this one you're making $38.50 per mile. This one, even though it's a shorter distance, you'd be making $39.64. That's because you've got fragile cargo, high value cargo, urgent delivery. This one you got hazmat and urgent delivery. So it'll tell you when they expect it, and then you just have to look at the time. Like if we were to click this one, it's a 549-mile trip. Easily doable within the given time frame. The only problem though is this is your starting point, jackpot. This is your final at Stockton. We're down here. So this offer expired in 4 hours 6 minutes. You're not going to do that because there's no way you're going to get from down there to up there in 4 hours and 6 minutes. Even this one would be cutting it close, and you know, if you're bobtailing that far, you're just burning up all of your fuel. So what I normally do is go by origin. We're there, so we could just look through. And go off of this, and then basically now pretty much goes in alphabetical order for destination. So then if you want to check your distance or price per distance, you have to manually look. 2544, 2841. You get the idea. So ultimately, you just pick one based off of, well, what is it you're trying to do? You're trying to physically get somewhere, or you're trying to make more money, or what is it you're trying to do? So that's the freight market. External contracts I have not looked at. Profile is not connected to World of Trucks. Okay, I don't have an account with World of Trucks, so I can't really show you what that's all about. But basically, you're competing with um, everyone. And when I say everyone, I mean anyone who's running American Truck Simulator, but imagine probably Euro Truck Simulator as well. So you gotta have a World of Trucks profile, and then you gotta connect to it. But we don't have that. I'm not really too worried about it. Now, if we look at the map, we're there. Anything that's yellow is basically areas I've been to. Anything that's gray, I have not. So there's a Plaster and Sons. There's another Plaster and Sons. Walmart, have not been to. Sierra Vista, I've been to almost everywhere except for apparently the Walmart and the Coastal Mining. Well, I guess over there too. And there. And then Tucson is just a small road. I'm gonna have to fix that. San Simon, section of Interstate 10 I have not been to. And as you can see, Interstate 10 kind of ends right there. It's going to take you into New Mexico, which is not available. So Camp Verde, I'm missing that. This is Phoenix. Yeah, I'm missing an entire stretch of Interstate 10. There's Sholo. See, I got a huge road down here, but it doesn't go anywhere, so I don't know why you'd want to go over there, apart from that Walmart. But, yeah, there are areas I have not been to that I need to fix. Basically, if I'm in the area, I try to hit up all these roads, but sometimes it's not always easy or practical to do. Like this one, for instance. Why would you want to come here? Except if you were really that bored. There's this one. Have not been on this ramp, or these two ramps. That's just outside of Flagstaff. As you can see, I've already explored 91.87% of the map. Well, the current map that's available anyway. Still got a few sections here and there. Barstow, I don't know how I'm missing intersections, unless they replaced the intersections, which is entirely possible that they did. So, down here I have not been over there near Oxnard. So, yeah, even Los Angeles I'm missing apparently an intersection. Or several intersections. I'm going to have to investigate this. I think as far as the intersections are concerned, some of the intersections got replaced because they implemented the left turn arrow. They didn't have that before. So, Other than that, I'm trying to think of where I have not gone, but looks like I may have covered practically everything. Ukiah, you could just drive around, not that big, but obviously I can't do that now. Oh, I'm missing this section of Interstate 5 up by Hornbrook, because I've always delivered there, but that was before I had a truck, so I don't know what that U-turn's about. When you don't have a truck, you're kind of limited to what you can do. Like, you cannot drive around. So, you can just pick a job and it just automatically tosses you places, so you're pretty much limited in that respect. So, let's see, if you go through email, yeah, a lot of this stuff is just old stuff. You can't really delete any of this. This was like day one. I kind of screwed this up badly because I didn't know what I was doing and I crashed the truck. There's that. I didn't bother buying a truck till I had the money. So, and even then, it wasn't until I hit level 20 to get the truck that I wanted. I don't remember seeing this one. And yeah, they wanna give me a loan, but then you go here and see, there's that too. I don't want to take out a loan though. Like I said, I don't necessarily need one. So, and I think that kind of covers everything that I missed. So, apparently I've been running this thing for 21 hours this week. I don't know how I did that. Anyway, hopefully you guys got some good information out of this. This is Captain Kevin. Thanks for watching. Good day.